All right. So this is my review for Pegasus 3. All right, this is a racing movie. I'm pretty sure it's from China. I might be wrong, but I just went to see this movie because I said, "Oh, it looks like cars. It looks cool. I like seeing international films," and this movie was amazing. Okay, um, right off the bat, this is what I will say. I will say this because I want to just give you all the good stuff. So let me think about anything bad first, if there's anything bad. The only thing bad about this film is that the last 45 minutes of this movie is so extremely good that when you look at the first half of the film, it's not that the first half is bad. It's just that the last half is so good. It blows the first half out of the water. That's the only thing bad I could say about it, which is not really bad anyways. And I say that because the last 45 minutes of this movie is a race. And it's a long race, different terrains, and it's entertaining every single second of the way. I don't know how they do it, but they did it. They made like a 45-minute or 30-minute. It might have been 30 minutes, but it felt like 45 minutes. But I was in it. I was like this, like watching a race. Like I was like, oh my god, oh my god. Like it was amazing. And I think one of the reasons why this film works so much is because this film has to do with rally racing, I believe. And the thing is, most of the cars in the race, they have like their best friend, or they have someone who sits in the passenger seat, and they have a booklet where they're going through the whole map of the whole track, and they're going through everything about the car, and they're trying to figure out what different ways to keep the car going good for this long of travel, and different ways that they know about the track, and like helping their driver, helping them, giving them notes while they're driving. And that teamwork aspect of it really sells this film for me. Like I just love that idea of like someone else being in the car helping them out, and like different things like that. And it just let me just relax for a second. Okay. You know what it is? That last race that I saw, and at the end of this film, the last race that's in this movie, is I think the best race sequence I've ever seen in my life. And I think that's really what's going on right now. That I'm trying to wrap my brain around it. The racing was so good that I was watching, trying to find like the CGI. Like I'm sure they use CGI at some points, maybe, but I don't think so. I think everything was practical. Everything was in camera. These are real races. These are people who are really driving for this movie and making it look so perfect and so good. I want to look up the behind the scenes, and I will, because I'm watching it in the theater like, this looks like, I feel like I'm watching Formula One or something, like, and I'm right next to him. But they did amazing. Like the people who are making the next Fast and Furious movie, or whatever they make, whatever movies they make in the United States, they need to look at this movie, Pegasus 3, and say, this racing sequence is so good. Why is it so good? Realize why it's so good. Realize the shots. Realize whatever. Just, and then work on their story, because like the first Fast and Furious movie, it was good, and it had more driving in it. But this last race, it was so thrilling watching it. I was like, yo, this is insane. Like, I love it. Going through different terrains, and then hearing how about, how it affects the tires, and how it affects the car, and seeing how it affects the car, and seeing how the car is wearing down as it's going through this race. And it was amazing. It was just amazing seeing it. And I love how they do the effects where you get to see inside the car, and the pistons firing and different things like that. Like I'm not really a big car guy, but this movie made me want to be a car guy. It made me like want to like learn, what am I actually seeing. Like it was just like one of my little brothers, he loves cars, and I feel like I would definitely want to show him this movie. Like he would definitely appreciate it more than I do, because he knows a lot more about cars than me. But you could watch this movie and not even know anything about cars, and still like the camaraderie between the people going into this race, and the comedy that this movie has, the drama that it has, the little bit of twists and turns that you'll see from certain characters making some decisions behind the scenes that affect our main characters. And you get to see the idea of, big companies racing, and how much money it takes, and obviously corporations want to win for certain things, and how they want certain people to be the faces of the race at certain points in the film. And like, I don't want to spoil anything, but the point is, I like how this movie treats these characters in the story, and the ending is very rewarding. Like And the ending, you want to do this. You want to go, yeah. Like I was like with them. Like it was amazing. And the driving, it just, well, there was points in this movie, like in the first half where I was like, where I was kind of like, I wasn't upset, but I was like, because the first couple races they show in this film, they show like from the middle points of the race, like not from the very beginning. And they don't, I feel like they didn't take their time too much with the very beginning. And I wanted that more in the beginning of the film. And I wasn't getting that, so I was kind of like let down. But then in the last 30 to 40 minutes of the movie, you get the real beginning of a new race that they have to do. And you get all the slow, not slow, but you get all the, there's no rush, you know? I feel like the first few races were a bit rushed, but obviously they probably did that because they're trying to show us, trying to get us to certain points in the film. But I wish they took their time a little bit more with the start of those races and let me know what race this is, you know, take a little bit more time on it. But the last race, you know what race it is, you know where the stakes are. And it takes its time starting that race. Then you see the characters, then you see all the different people from different countries coming to do this race, learning about the cars. It takes its time before that race is set up. And then when the race starts, it takes its time throughout the entire race. Watching that race, I felt like I was in the race. I felt like I was in the driver's seat. Like it took its time. Like when I say, like I'm exaggerating a little bit when I say 45 minutes, but like I know it was at least 30 full minutes of racing, like going to different terrains and then going back and forth from, you know, people and people like the corporations talking about how the race is going, the guy in the passenger seat letting him know, oh, this was going on with the car, watch out for your tires, we're about to go on this terrain. Like they knew what to do. And I'm watching it with subtitles, so you know, obviously that's an extra layer for me to go through, but I was like watching it so vividly and also reading it so fast that there was a point when I was watching the movie where I was I forgot I was reading subtitles because I was like locked in. Like I was reading it, but it was just like I felt like I was almost understanding what they were saying, even though I don't speak another language, you know. No, a little bit of French, but not too much. But the point is, I don't speak another language, so. But then when I was watching, I almost felt like I was like starting to understand what they're saying because I was locked in with the race so much. I was like, okay, wow. And then like, it just came together so well. And I was not prepared for that last race. I was not prepared to see, like, this is called Pegasus 3, so I got to look up and see any other movies or whatever. But the point I'm trying to make is this. I really, and I don't, it's not like I watch every racing movie in the world. I haven't seen every racing movie in the world. But as far as the racing movies I've seen, the type of racing that is done in this last 45 minutes, there's nothing that compares to it. Like, there's nothing that compares to it. The way it's shot, the different terrains, the way the music, the score is great. The way it builds, like, when they pass that finish line, like they're turning the car is breaking down right before the finish line. Like you feel like you're racing with them. You feel like your car is about to explode so you could get past that finish line. They have certain things that happen to our character's car where, you know, they can't see too much at certain points. I'm not going to spoil anything, but there's just a lot of portions in this film where you're rooting for the underdog. And when you get to that moment in the end, you're excited, you know? You're elated. You love it. And it makes me want to look up some more international driving films to see what's out there because, like, so I'm not really a car guy, but this movie makes you want to be a car guy or at least makes you want to learn more. And wow, like, I think my favorite car movie I've ever seen is Tokyo Drift, just because the drifting and the mountains and everything. That's like my favorite one. No matter what they make, I love Tokyo Drift. That's my favorite. But this is like, it's just on a different level. Oh, it's amazing. Anyways, it's Deja, I know the name. Spread love and light. Let's sign off. And how are we gonna sign off today? Let's sign off with the drift out.